This is Igbo Area
Now let's get to the order of the day. Still on the same the Tokyo conference, the TICAD. Before we continue, let's look at the meaning of TICAD again. TICAD is called Tokyo International Conference on African Development, and this one was the 7th one. According to a Kenyan professor, TICAD is a begging meeting, disgrace to Africa. A Kenyan professor and human rights crusader has described the 7th Japan African Summit in Yokohama as a disgrace. Over 20 African presidents were in Japan for the Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD, TICAD. Professor Michael Mutua, a board chair of Kenyan Human Rights Commission, KHRC, said in a tweet on Friday, August 30, that African leaders needed to quit attending begging meetings and focus on making the continent an attractive investment destination. He said, let's make Africa an attractive destination for investment so we can stop begging. I can't understand how African leaders can celebrate this atrocity. Shame. That was its tweet. Said TICAD is a disgrace to Africa. So when will Africa stop these begging meetings? We should be ashamed of our leaders. Let's make Africa an attractive destination for investment so we can stop begging. I can't understand how African leaders can celebrate this atrocity. Shame, his tweet read. The event, held every 3 years, is co-hosted by Japanese government and the African Union, along with other development partners like the United Nations and the World Bank. What analysts have called the scramble for Africa's resources has largely been blamed on China's overarching infrastructure and resource interest in Africa. TICAD is seen as Japan's own way of seeking to consolidate its influence across the continent, much like with the Forum for China, African Cooperation, FOCAC, FOCAC. Over 40 African leaders were in Beijing last year for FOCAC, making it the most attended gathering of African leaders in the year under review. China has repeatedly said its relations with Africa remain mutually beneficial. Now I want to ask, do you really think the TICAD, the Japan conference, was a begging conference? Do you think it's a shame to Africa? Do you think the Kenyan professor is right by saying it's a begging conference? That Africa should fix their place, get their place well set, and not going out to beg? If you listen to what Benue governor said in the video NTA shared, does it really support what this professor is saying, that we go there to beg?
I'm more concerned about where I have comparative advantage, which is agriculture. And agriculture here is well advanced, and there is so much that we can tap to benefit our people back home.
Also listen to that of the presidential spokesman, Femi Adesina. Listen to what it said. Does it support this claim of this African professor that Africans are out there to beg? Meanwhile, they can fix their place by themselves. We'd like to know what you think.
TICAD is about African development, collaborating with Japan. Therefore, if there's so much development deficit in Nigeria and we find a country like Japan wanting to help Africa, Nigeria should then just benefit from that kind of initiative. So it's very important for President Buhari to be here. In fact, I think any African leader who is not here is dealing his country a bad card.
He's expected to address the conference at plenary on Thursday.
Yes.
What will he be telling participants?
Well, first is going to review TICAD 6 and the advantages Nigeria has got, and then lay an agenda on the table on what can be done for Nigeria particularly during and after TICAD 7. If you look at TICAD 6, 30 billion. 30 billion was advanced to Africa. And then there were some others apart from that, another 20 billion, another 500 billion and all that. So it's open for whichever country is interested.
Formed in 1993, TICAD provides an open forum that generates innovative discussions amongst various stakeholders on African development.
Thanks for watching Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon. Like our Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Bye for now.